Okay, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, I'm still very excited to introduce you to social shopping and the social shopping community. And I want to start with just the basis of what the social shopping concept actually is. Ever since products and services have been placed on the internet for sale, like I said, eBay, there's been a new marketing system that's blossomed called social shopping. I'm just going to explain what I mean by that. As you know, there's a number of different shopping websites. eBay is one of the big ones, Amazon.com. But there's also blogs and coupon sites and, as I mentioned, Groupon. And all of these have just exploded and have become very, very powerful. And this whole concept has led to social shopping concept because people are aware of what's going on. They're sharing deals. And it's really giving consumers a great tool to buy aggressively and get the best prices on what they're buying. I can give you an example of how powerful this is from a story back in 2009. I had placed an ad in a national food magazine. It was a 6-month run ad. And the first 4 months that I ran the ad, we've got very little response as far as what I'm concerned, a very good response rate. But on the 5th month, I placed an ad for a free sample of our coffee. And what happened after I placed that ad for the free sample of coffee is someone took that ad and placed it on a free sample blog. And what happened was we received over 15,000 requests for a free sample. At that point, I realized how explosive this social shopping concept really is. And there's been a number of different things and websites and blogs that have just come out of nowhere, and that's where the social shopping community now is just starting to come about. Now, if you haven't heard about this, you probably will hear about this quite commonly in the near future. And that's what I'm excited is that we're starting this thing before the trend actually takes off. And that is the key to making money in any type of business, is that you want to be able to be there and get started before the trend explodes. That's what happened with us 20 years ago when we got into the specialty coffee business. I was not quite aware how big that industry would become. I knew it was going to be very successful, but it did really explode, and we were able to rise right with that. So this is the same time frame that we're involved with here, as it being at the very beginning of a social shopping community. So I'm going to invite you and encourage you to keep listening to the videos and watch what's going on. So after my free sample fiasco in 2009, I decided that I was going to get aggressive and try and find multiple shopping websites to feature our coffee on. And we started that process in early 2010. In my search for these shopping websites, we discovered a type of site that was very, very effective, and that is what was considered a membership website, a membership shopping website, where the consumers actually have to pay to be a licensed user of the website. And it's an annual fee set up pretty much like belonging to a wholesale club. One of the sites that I zeroed in on and I really liked because they offered a great cashback program to the consumer, as well as a pretty aggressive shared commission plan for the licensed users of purchases made on the website. And that website is called Shop.com. And Shop.com features somewhere between 4,000 to 5,000 of these internet retailers all on one site that people shop at. Now at this time, I would like to explain where and how the consumers and the licensed users are paid a commission and a cashback. I want to explain where that actually comes from. When the retailers go to Shop.com and want to be featured on their website, they are charged absolutely no upfront costs for advertising. What happens is when they're posted on the site and a consumer makes links onto their site and actually makes a purchase from that retailer, at that time the retailer makes a payment into an account of a cashback account for that consumer. And that is a prearranged percentage of sales that is worked out between Shop.com and the retailer. The same thing goes for the commission that goes to the licensed user as well. That's a predetermined rate that each retailer makes with Shop.com. Now that cash back can be as high as 50%. Normally it's 5 to 20%, but there is certain times and items that our percentages are much higher. But that is where the cashback program comes from. Now I'd like to give you a personal example of how the using of the shop.com can put money in your pocket. 2 weeks ago, I had a chest freezer out in my garage that just died. And it was an 8.8 liter chest freezer. So I had a predetermined notion on my way to work. I was going to stop at the local Sears store. So I did. I went in and I said, I need a freezer. They had two that I was looking at, but the one that I zeroed in on, they had one in stock. It was regular $349, and it happened to be on sale ending that particular day. I have to refer to my notes here. It was $289. Okay, so now because I'm a licensed user of shop.com, I said, I'll be right back. I have to go measure my garage and make sure this thing will fit. Well, actually, I went to my office instead. I went to my shop.com account. I pulled up Sears.com, and on the section of Sears.com, it says, what is your local store? And then I plugged in the serial number for my item, which was the freezer, and it showed that Watertown had one of those freezers left. But get this, the price was $271. And so I went ahead and ordered it online on shop.com, at Sears.com, through shop.com. I placed the order, and I went to the store and I picked it up. And then I double checked with the store. I called them back and said, what was the price, the sale price of that freezer again? And it was $289. And he said to me, I see you just purchased it. I said, yes, I did. He said, I see you paid $271. You must have had some Sears points or something. I said, no, I didn't. I just went to Sears.com and it was $271. So I saved $18 and I received $5.63 in cash back that went immediately into my account on shop.com. And I earned a 7% commission that I received, and everybody in my community also receives that 7%. And they did not even make a purchase or know that I purchased that thing. So the power of this shared commission thing is what really is going to drive this shopping community. And I think that it's very evident that this thing is going to grow rapidly. Now, I've done this numerous times throughout the year. I've utilized Walmart and other stores. I've bought tickets for Brewer games. And again, receiving the cash back and receiving the shared commission. So it really gets to be a very fun social thing within our community. We actually have couples that get together at people's homes. They take their computer, they get on their shop.com site, they hook it up to their TV, and they spend a social evening just going through all the new stores that are featured on the site, where they can be shopping, where they can be spending money, and earning money collectively back. It's just an awful lot of fun. And I think it's very worthy of you to contact us and try and get some more information about this, because this baby is going to take off. So let me know when you're ready to rock and roll.